Welcome back to WagerTalk.com. NFL Sunday action. Bryan Leonard is going to give you a two-team NFL teaser, and it's going to involve the Cleveland-Buffalo game and Carolina-Minnesota. So let's talk about Cleveland-Buffalo. Your Cleveland Browns, last-second win. You had to be, I don't think you were jumping up and down, but you were excited.
My wife was. She can still leave the floor.
She can still leave the floor. You have a 2-inch vertical leap. The situation, though, this is the best record Cleveland's had this late in the season for a very long time. That's the good news. The bad news is they're still in last place.
I don't know who's in. I just know Cincinnati tied a game, so they've got a little bit of an advantage. It's just crazy in that division right now. And, yeah, Cleveland's been playing pretty well. Johnny Manziel continues to sit on the bench. Yeah, my wife did jump up and down in that game. It was great. I couldn't believe some of the moves that Atlanta was making at the end of that game, calling a timeout, giving Cleveland more time. It was crazy. But anyway, let's stick with this game here. Buffalo coming off that real impressive Monday Night Football game against the Jets.
Yeah.
I think anybody just about as impressive when they played the Jets lately.
But consider Buffalo had everything against them. The practices were disrupted last week. All of the snow in Buffalo, have to give up a home game, go to Detroit. You know, it was the worst situation for them.
Our friend Johnny Detroit lives up there in Detroit, and I think this is the first time a team actually went to Detroit and was happy about it.
Yeah, this is true. Poor Johnny's. I don't know, who's it been longer that's won a playoff game, Johnny or you, with his Lions or your Browns?
Lions or my Browns? This year it'll be the Browns.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think so either.
Yeah.
But yeah, but Buffalo, getting back into the game, Cleveland's running the ball really well right now, which is why they can get away with having a subpar quarterback. Now they have got a wide receiver back from suspension, and it was amazing how he was able to stretch a field last week. So I expect this Cleveland team to only get better as the season goes on. Buffalo right now, you know, they've got a great defensive front, but as of lately, they're being run upon. And the Jets, the one thing the Jets do is they run the football, and they ran on them Monday night. But with Cleveland the way they're playing right now, I think they're going to have some success here. And it is a teaser, and we've talked in the past when you're giving out teasers, you're really looking to cover numbers. It has nothing. It's not that it has nothing to do with the teams. There's other ways to play these teams other than a teaser, but you're looking to cover those numbers. And right now we're taking this over 7, so we're getting the 8.5 here in what is considered to be a low-scoring game. I think it'll be a little bit higher than what they projected, but.
And when you say numbers for our listeners, we're talking about the key numbers of 3, 4, and 7. And if you check the archives, we actually did an entire video on betting teasers. And Bryan is getting the best of the number here by teasing this one up. So I think that kind of tips your hand which way you're going in the next game with Carolina and Minnesota.
It also does, and there was another game that's in a good teaser spot, and that's the Kansas City Chiefs. Problem is, they're expected to score 49, 50 points in that game. And anytime you have a higher total, you're going to have a higher variance. So this game has a lower total because Minnesota's offense has been very conservative. Carolina's a team that hasn't had much offense on the season, but Carolina's coming off of a bye. I think that makes them a little bit healthier here. I like the situation.
They're only one game out of first place.
I told you how bad that division is. And Minnesota had that game. That was a huge game for them last week playing the Packers. I know you were very happy with the outcome of that game.
I was very happy with the outcome of that game.
So they're coming down now. They're playing the Carolina team. I expect this to be very conservative from both teams' game plans. And a low-scoring game, taking this over the key number 7. We'll take Carolina off the bye week.
I got to agree with you on Carolina getting the points against Minnesota. This is the classic. The team played their guts out, Minnesota. Big game, playing the biggest team in their division. They were sky high for that game and just missed. So I see a flat spot coming out of Minnesota. And as bad as Carolina's been, and they've been god-awful bad at times, if they're going to have one good game, you've got to think it's coming out of the bye week. This is the season for Carolina.
And the amazing thing is, as bad as they have been this year, believe me, I've been on them
Yeah.
I've
And
lost some
actually, I
money.
said they're a game out of her. They're actually only a half
Half
game
a
because
game,
they
I
have
believe.
that tie. So Brian says to take Cleveland up to 8.5 on a 6-point teaser and to take Carolina up to 8.5 on a 6-point teaser. And that is his play this week for you in the NFL. Guys, if you're brand new to Wager Talk, we'll give you a $50 signing bonus. We want you at Wager Talk. All you got to do is go to Wager Talk, sign up, and after you make your first purchase of $12 or more, email customer support. Just email it to support@wagertalk.com, and within 24 hours, we will have $50 in your account free. That's a signing bonus for joining the site, and you can use that $50 to spend any way you like at the site. All right, that's it for the NFL action on Sunday. One more NFL game. Oh, God, do we got to talk about the New York Jets again? They're on Monday Night Football. That's up next. WagerTalk.com.